County jail back in the day, man, was nothing to play with, man. I told you, man, it was cats that was doing that had been in our county jail for 10 years, man. If you ever been in Dade County jail, man, back in the 90s or the late 80s, you know what I mean? That was my time. Late 80s, early 90s, man. You been in, no, mid 90s, you been in the county jail, man. You'll see, man, dudes been in there, man. I'm talking about for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years. It wasn't nothing to be in there for a whole year, like I said, not even must make it to court, man. Your court date would come up, they want to call you out the cell. A lot of things was going on. Dade County jail really separated the boys from the men. A lot of cats, man, a lot of cats that y'all may look up to on the streets. Like being that hitter or that, you know what I mean, or that killer because he out there with a gun, he running with the homies. A lot of their cars got pulled in Dade County jail. Trust me, man. I got a lot of information on a lot of so-called real ones, right? That really wasn't like that. You know what I mean? So a lot of the cats that I do shout out, man, like I shout out Orange Man, I shouted out right in that little part right there, Rabbit, and I shouted out Dewey. Shout out to Dewey Hound, man. You know, don't let that little freckle face, light skin fool you, man. Dewey Hound was show enough, you know what I'm saying? Nice with his hands, had a little combination, real respect. Him and Heavy was on, they had a little 2-body case back then. Them boys came up off that thing and they won it, you know what I mean? You know, but right now I heard Dewey still doing time in the feds. I just left him in the feds, man. We need that boy to come home, man. Shout out to Adder Powder, to all them soldiers out to 40, man, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, around that time, and I just also pointed out to you, man, how easy it is to be in the streets and be worrying about, you know, dealing with life and street stuff and, you know, real world things. And then people like myself, you know, that's been in and out of jail, boys school, juvenile hall, how easy for us to just to adjust and get into the county jail and just flow into the things, you know what I mean? How things flow. And that in itself has kind of showed me my mentality, man. Like I had to make a change sooner or later, man, or I've been up spending the rest of my life locked up, right? So my message, you know what I mean, from you know, sharing this with my young people is, man, if you don't want to get caught up in that lifestyle, man, start making some wise decisions out here in the world, man. Start by, you know what I mean, you know, working for what you want. Stop committing these crimes out there, man, because nowadays with technology, even we was getting caught up back then. It's so easier now, man, with digital footsteps. I don't care if you know footprints. I mean, you know, I don't care if you scamming. I don't care what it is, man. Everything, nothing ain't gonna last long, man. You know what I mean? There's too much ratting going on in the streets. You know what I mean? So you're gonna find yourself like I was, man, being more institutionalized, raised up in these county jails, man. And if you really ain't about that life, man, it's gonna be. I got some stories, man. I done seen guys hog tied. You know what I mean? Just for fun. Because the rest of the cell just... Man, listen, when they call it the House of Pain in that 6th floor, it's really was the House of Pain, man. Like I showed, man, dudes will be bored, man. Just ain't got nothing else better to do, man. And if you was weak and you wasn't a fighter, man, some real horrible things happen to you in Dade County Jail, man. I'm just being 100 with you, man. I don't know how the county jail is to this day. Don't want to find out how it is no more. But what I heard is, though, it's a lot of gang banging going on in there. A lot of dudes ain't really shooting no head up phase like in my day. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids, these young kids, man, they running in these packs. So, you know, hey, in them jail, in the Dade County jail, ain't no officer sitting in there, man. They got a cage that they roll open. They put you in that part. They close the door and they roll that back. Then you step in the other part. Back then, a cell was big. A cell could hold up to 20 people. But when I was doing time, man, we weren't rocking like that. We had that like literally, man. When I was in the cell, we wasn't letting them put no more than about 10 of us in there, man. We all just wanted to have extra space. We didn't want to be crowded. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy V. Shout out to, you know what I mean? All, you know, when I say V, man, I'm talking about V and Pawns or them out the sub, man. Shout out to all the real ones. Shout out to Charlie Boy, man. I'm going to have stories coming to y'all about them. So my advice today, man, stay out of Dade County Jail, man. Stay out of any jail, man. Stay free. This your boy OG Jigavelli, man. For more stories out the book, man, go ahead and support the movement, man. Inbox me or go on Amazon, man, and cop the book, Pressure, man. You know what I mean? Right here for real Miami stories, man. They got my name on the bottom. You also can hit the link in my bio, man. Support the movement, man. Let's get this message out there to our kids, man. This your boy OG Jigavelli with another episode of Street Code of Conduct. I hope that you know you was entertained tonight. I got more stories. Tap in.